Image trace is one of the most powerful tools in your graphic design toolkit. Today, I'm going to teach you a few tricks to help you get started. Starting with this sketch, we can crop our photo and head over to Object, Image Trace. But we can also find it by selecting our picture and locating Image Trace at the top. Now let's pull up our Image Trace options panel and you'll be greeted with a ton of options. For now, let's summarize our top row of presets. You have the default preset, which will trace your artwork in black and white. This is also how the default preset comes. Here's auto color. This creates a posterized image of your artwork. We have the high color preset, which creates a photorealistic copy of the artwork using a ton of vectors. This can be very heavy on your computer. And now we have low color, which will create the same photorealistic copy of your artwork, but now with less vectors. Grayscale, which traces the artwork to shades of gray. And we have the black and white preset, which simplifies the image or your artwork to black and white. And lastly, we have outline, which will just use strokes and simplify your image to just black outlines. This doesn't usually work as well, at least for me. I haven't really figured this one out yet. Lastly, you have your sliders. The threshold slider specifies a value for creating a tracing result from the original image. In short, this means that all the pixels lighter than the threshold value are converted to white, and all the pixels darker than the threshold value are converted to black. And now we have the path slider. This controls the distance between the trace shape and the original pixel shape. Lower values create lower path fitting. Higher values create tighter fitting. Corners. This specifies the emphasis on corners and the likeliness that a sharp bend will turn into a corner point. A higher value results in more corners. A lower value results in less corners and a little bit of sharper endpoints. And last but not least, we have noise. This specifies an area of pixels that is ignored when tracing. A higher value results in less noise. I like to choose ignore color typically when I'm tracing to get my original image with no fill. If you want to check if your image doesn't have a fill, just toggle the transparency grid, and here we can see if our artwork is transparent or not. You don't have to just use image trace on sketches. You can image trace practically anything. This means it's up to us as designers to spot the imperfections and correct them as they come. That's all the time I have for today. Thank you for watching. I hope I was able to teach you something new.